He is the fourth richest person on Earth. Now Bill Gates is trying to save the planet.
In 2020, Bill Gates made headlines for becoming the largest private farmland owner in the U.S. He had accumulated more than 269,000 acres of farmland across 18 states.
To get from 51 billion tons of greenhouse gas emissions to zero, we need to change the way we make just about everything in the next 30 years. This is the greatest opportunity for innovation in human history.
Focus on stopping global warming, or the polar caps are going to melt and we're all going to drown. And I just want to say, have you ever seen a rainbow? Because every time there appears a rainbow, this is the promise of God that He will never again destroy the earth by water. Relax. This is the Lord speaking. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, what? Shall not cease.
People don't understand the theology. If it wasn't for the use of everything that's in this earth, if it wasn't for harnessing these things, if it wasn't for using all of our brain power through the history of mankind to make life good here, this earth would be uninhabitable. You have to use the sweat of your brow to prevent it from killing you. But if you subdue it, look at the riches that come out of it. If it wasn't for man and his efforts to rule and subdue the earth, its riches would never be extracted. The most advanced societies subdue the earth and all its resources for man's benefit. The least advanced societies live in wastelands of hunger and suffering at the mercy of their environment. We don't need less energy, we need more. We don't need less technology, we need more. If we want to help the poor, we got to stop crying about green this and green that, because it only destroys the most deprived people. Global warming efforts, it is estimated, will kill in the next few years between 20 and 50 million people, because it halts progress that protects them from the deadly character of a cursed earth. Tech is the sort of that's the elite intellectual institution in the state of California by far. Caltech had a Michelin lecture series, and lecturer had some amazing things to say about global warming. The idea of global warming ranks with the idea of extraterrestrials, for which there's not one shred of evidence. The fact that the scientific community doesn't rise up and protest the false science of global warming means they've been politicized and postmodernized, and there's a crack in the scientific door and pernicious garbage is squeezing through. Once you abandon strict adherence to science, he says, anything is possible as people who are unscrupulous manipulate for their own ends. He goes on to say, skepticism is the soul of true science.